The real deal.
This is the Northwest summer at its finest. Absolutely. And most of my 7-day is, which is why I'm going to spend most of the next 3 minutes talking about the storm chance for tomorrow, because there is one. But first, let's take you to the North Oregon coast, which is gorgeous. That is just spectacular. Cannon Beach, a little bit of a marine deck out offshore. I get a time lapse rolling on that, and we'll see that later. It's always fun to watch that drift across the shore. All right, high temperatures today. PDX got up to 88 degrees. Pearson Field and Vancouver got to 86. We did register a couple of 90s in Oregon. Eugene and Roseburg hit 90, and we may inch yet another degree higher. So how about those clouds? Well, we'll show you what they look like from Timberline earlier today. Kind of puffy fair weather cumulus clouds from our Timberline camera pointed south towards Mount Jefferson. That is really pretty stuff, right? Okay, that's what our sky looked like from below. Let's show you what it looks like from above with our visible satellite imagery. And one thing you'll notice, while the clouds here are, very harmless looking over most of northwest Oregon and southwest Washington, you look down to the south and they're much more explosive right as we get down towards Roseburg and Medford. We've got storms popping down there right now, and we've also got thunderstorms popping across the central Washington Cascades as well as across the Olympic Peninsula in western Washington. I point that out because we could see similar activity develop a little closer to the Portland-Vancouver metro area tomorrow. Our models are showing us that, and so we'll get to that in a second. They are producing a fair amount of lightning as well in that part of the region this afternoon. The Storm Prediction Center does identify the Northwest as an area where there's at least a reasonable chance to see some storms pretty much anywhere in this green shading, and that lines up very nicely with I-5, basically from Seattle all the way down to the California border. So anywhere in this green shading tomorrow, you at least have a chance of a thunderstorm. At this point, we're not anticipating severe weather, so I'm happy to tell you that. But in any event, let's show you what Futurecast shows us. Storms popping in eastern Lane County this evening. Those will fizzle as we lose the sunshine and the heat of the day. We roll the clock into early tomorrow morning. With such a warm day today and then that thermal trough that's responsible for the warm air here, that'll shift over the Cascades. What that does is it opens up the door for the marine layer, those clouds that I showed you on the Cannon Beach camera, to get kind of sucked in through the gaps in the coast range. So that'll happen tomorrow. The beach will start with cloud cover, and some of that may try to work its way into the Willamette Valley as well. The bigger thing is, though, is that onshore breeze kicks in tomorrow. That could be just enough to give us what we call a trigger to ignite the fuel being the moisture and the instability that's in the atmosphere tomorrow afternoon. The Cascades are almost certainly to see some thunderstorms pepper the area tomorrow. But our modeling is also suggesting that some of those storms may form over the Portland-Vancouver metro area tomorrow afternoon. So therein lies at least that slight chance of a storm in the valley. Most folks probably won't, but there's enough of a chance to mention. And this time of the year, that's something to talk about. At the beach, cloudy, then partly sunny in the afternoon tomorrow. Columbia River Gorge, slight chance of some afternoon storms for you. Dow's still kind of toasty, getting up to about 86. Up in the Cascades, again, a reasonable chance for thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. The freezing level up to about 10,000 feet. And central Oregon, I think we're looking at mountain thunderstorms. I think the lower elevations will be mostly dry. Futurecast has the Willamette Valley waking up to temperatures in the upper 50s tomorrow. We roll the clock into the afternoon. Lower to middle 80s. If the clouds don't pop up soon enough, we probably get to about 84. If they pop up earlier and we do in fact see a thunderstorm, maybe only about 81. But the point is, after that excitement, we're on to a very boring forecast heading into the first weekend of summer. Highs in the 80s, lows in the 50s for days and days. We'll be right back.